Managing editor Gaurav Sawant is with me live as well. Gaurav recently returned from Taiwan, where he's been reporting on all the tension there. Gaurav, unprecedented images. I'm not surprised that people are reminded of the Tiananmen iconic, tank man image during the Tiananmen Square, massacre and incident. This image, we don't even know what this man's name is. Nobody knows what his identity is. All traces of these images that we have on India today have been completely expunged and erased from Chinese media and social media, Gaurav.
Shiv, there's been a massive scrub exercise across social media in China. All these images have been taken off. All images of protests have been taken out of the social media platforms. Anyway, there wasn't anything in mainstream media. But the fact that people are being asked to become citizens and not slaves, the fact that people are actually questioning Xi Jinping's zero COVID policy it just goes on to show how unhappy at least a section of people, all leadership in China, are against Xi Jinping. And Shiv, Xi Jinping's control over power in China and every aspect of power in China is almost scary. So he's not only the general secretary of the party, the president of the country, the chairman of the military commission, and that makes him all-powerful, one man. Laws change to ensure that he not only gets a third term, but remains president for life. And this is dangerous because now he's also taken complete control of the police, or PAP, People Armed Police, completely in control. So the army under his control, the police under his control, the paramilitary forces under his control. No systems of checks and balances is what analysts argue, and this is alarming. That is why the zero COVID policy is leading to problems in the economy. The property prices going southward, people not being able to recover their money from banks, tanks guarding banks. All of this indicative of the problem that China is facing. But does that mean that these protests mean anything in terms of any challenge to his power? Most analysts say he's extremely powerful and likely to become even more powerful in the years ahead.
He's going to become even more powerful in the years ahead. Gaurav, stay with me. Here's a look at how President Xi Jinping's iron fist actually tightens as a result of him getting this third term. He was going to be appointed for a third 5-year term at the Communist Party, the Chinese Communist Party Congress that's going to be taking place in a couple of days from now. He likely will remain in power for life. Let me repeat that once again. He will be in power for life. It abolishes China's 2-term limit. Remember, this came into effect in 2018, which basically opened the gates for President Xi Jinping to be the ruler of China for life. He's the most powerful Chinese leader since Mao Zedong in the 1970s. So that's how important this entire conference is. That's the kind of power that is going to be given to Xi Jinping. And remember, he's the one calling the shots, so it's not like anyone really has a choice. Now let's tell you about the anti-Xi protests, or rather protest in China that took place. What the protesters, or the protester, has been demanding is removal of Xi Jinping as president. Obviously not going to happen. We don't even know where that protester is. Xi Jinping's boycott is the second call. Protesting Xi's third term. They want voting in the country, not this kind of dictatorship. No authoritarian rule, says this protester. Where is the protester? The one circled in that image. We don't know his name, we don't know his identity. He's simply disappeared. All images of his banners protesting against the Chinese president have completely disappeared from all Chinese social media.